Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Delana. If you have not already, please consider subscribing to my channel. Also, turn on that notification bell so that you do not miss out on any of my uploads. Today I am sharing the first impressions of my Louis Vuitton on the go tote. So if you're interested in hearing about it, then keep on watching. So y'all, it's been a few weeks of me using my Louis Vuitton on the go tote, and I decided I wanted to come in and give you guys some of my initial thoughts, a little bit of first impressions, and also share what's inside my bag. Now, I have not purchased an organizer for this bag. I tried to play around with it by using my Neverfull organizer, but I found that it was just a little bit too big, y'all. So I do need to get an organizer specific for this handbag. However, for the month of January, I am trying to be on a very minimum spend. I am, not sure if I'm just doing completely no by January, but I just want to focus on what I need for this month. So if there's things I need around the house or groceries, obviously those things I'm gonna buy. But as far as like any extras for the month of January, we're just kind of sitting it out. My husband and I have been doing in the house dates because we're really just trying to focus on all of our plans for this year. So we're kind of starting the year out, kind of just testing our willpower really to see if we can go the whole month without really spending a ton of extra money and without consuming alcohol. So that's kind of my focus here. So I wanted to at least give you all just some thoughts on the bag because it's been a few weeks and I've had people already asking me for a review on the bag. So first we're going to talk about first impressions a little bit, and then we'll get into what's inside the bag. So if you have not seen this particular unboxing or what I got for Christmas video, I did receive the Louis Vuitton on the go tote in the size in the empreinte leather, and of course it's black. Now, as you all know, I love a good black handbag, so this was obviously the best option for me, and I wanted this to serve as a travel piece. So, initial thoughts. I really like this bag a lot, and I do think this is gonna work very well for me from a travel standpoint. My issue is that to me, this is just too big for an everyday bag for myself. And I'm saying that as someone that works from home, someone that doesn't leave the house every day. And a lot of times when I'm running out to run errands, to go to the grocery store, I just feel like this is a bit much. And I have carried it there just to see how I felt a couple times. And I didn't really love it, right? I didn't love it for that purpose. However, for traveling, I think this is amazing because I can fit everything that I need in there. But from an everyday standpoint, I just don't think this is the right fit for me. So right now I've kind of been going back and forth between this bag and then my Gucci small shoulder bag, which I told you all in the last video, like I thought like, oh, maybe I want to sell it, but I've kind of fallen back in love with it again. And to me, it's just the perfect size. So maybe if I had gotten this in the PM size, this would have been a better everyday option for me. But again, I wanted to get this bag with the thought of travel in mind. So for me personally, I didn't want to get the PM because that wouldn't have been the best size for travel. This can fit a lot of essentials in there, plus a whole lot of other stuff. And I know that PM size wouldn't have been able to accommodate some of the things that I would want to throw in here for travel purposes. So again, very happy with the bag, you all. And I know for some people, this makes a great everyday bag. And it's typically my corporate girlies who, work in office, who's taking a laptop in, taking paperwork in. Y'all, I've worked from home for the last, it's been like 6 or 7 years at this point. So I am not really going anywhere consistently taking like a laptop with me. Now, let's just say my internet, God forbid, was out at my home and I needed to leave the house to go either to a friend's house, or I'm going to Starbucks or somewhere, a coffee shop, wherever, to connect to the internet so I can work, then yes, this bag would work for me. Now, I do have a work backpack that was provided to me, which I personally feel like because of the amount of things that I may have to take, this might not be the best option. So this is probably better if I'm like, oh, I'm going to go out somewhere today to edit, right? And I can put my MacBook Pro in here. It's 13-inch, so it'll fit in here just fine. So this will be good in that scenario. But as you all know, I'm a homebody. So the chances of me like doing that consistently is very minimum. But overall, I am happy with the purchase. I think this is an excellent piece. I think it's stunning, it's gorgeous, and it's definitely a bag that gets you a lot of different looks. And it's probably because of the large logo. I feel like, you know, when I was out carrying it, I wore it out on a date with my husband. I've worn it to the grocery store, I've worn it to Target, and I feel like people are always looking at it. I think it's very sophisticated. Again, in this like black, it's just classic to me. It's gorgeous, and this is a bag that I feel like I will be able to have for years and years and years. I will also say this about myself. I'm not a big tote bag girl. I know some people just completely love tote bags, but I would say for myself, I like a good tote, but they're just not that practical for me from an everyday standpoint, because again, I don't have that much stuff that I'm trying to put in my bag. But when I'm like going out for the day, and maybe I'm out and about all day and I need to have touch-up makeup and I need to have sunglasses and maybe a change of pair of shoes, then this bag will work well for me. So if you have been thinking about this bag, at this point, I do really recommend it. Obviously, the size that's best for you is going to depend on you and your lifestyle, but for me, so far, I'm really enjoying it. I just know this won't be something I will carry every single day. Now, like I said, I've been kind of flipping back and forth between this and my Gucci small shoulder. If I'm just like, you know, leaving the house to run errands, or like yesterday going to my nail appointment, I went back to my Gucci bag, and then I kind of switched back over to this last night when I went out. So yeah, overall, very happy with the piece. I think it's stunning. I think it's gorgeous and all of those things. But for me, this probably won't make the best everyday piece. Now, I am going to try to pop in some mod shots. So I did take a picture of me wearing this when my husband and I went out on a date, which it was fine. Now, I'll say this. Carrying big bags on dates can be tough, because a lot of times if you're just going out with one person, they love to put you at small tables. So immediately when we went to the restaurant, they were trying to put us at a 2-top, and I'm like, you know what, hey, I want to have somewhere to sit my purse. Can we sit at a 4-top table? And they moved us, but if you're going somewhere that's really busy, they're probably not going to want to do that. So just keep that in mind. The smaller bags, I just feel like I can kind of sit it behind me. Some places will have like a little bag stand that you can use, but not everywhere. So just keep that in mind. So to me, this isn't the best date night bag, but if you're going out like on a day date, then this would work for you. So again, I will input those clips. I do have a small video that I took when I was looking at it in the store in Nashville, so I will insert that as well for you all. Okay, y'all, so let's talk about what I have inside of this bag. So I have quite a few different things in this bag, and I will say I have items in this bag that maybe I wouldn't have put in a smaller bag because it wouldn't have fit. So just want to give you that disclaimer as we go through it. So the first thing I do have in here, which I typically carry this in my Gucci small shoulder bag, is my Prada mini nylon cosmetic case. Inside of here, I do keep my hand sanitizer. I always keep my Merit Beauty lip glow oil, and then I have my little Chanel mirror. So that is what I have inside of there. Typically, those are all items that stay in there, and I will typically add more if they can fit, of course. The next thing I have is, I grabbed this yesterday. I went to Smoothie King, and they had a coupon where if you buy one, you get one free. Not sure if this is specific to a location, but I will definitely use this next time we go to Smoothie King. Then I do have my little coin purse. You guys know I've had this for so long. I love this. One of my favorite Louis Vuitton small leather goods. I really wish they would bring it back. And I have in here some receipts. So I did go ahead and I bought some stuff at Target on Friday. I had bought an item for my kitchen table, but it ended up not working. Well, actually my husband bought this. It ended up not working, so I returned it and went and got some other stuff, and I found another vase that actually looked really cute. So that is my receipt from Target. So then I have in here also the velour makeup face puff from Sephora. So this was really popular. I feel like a lot of people have talked about this and have just enjoyed having this to kind of touch up their makeup. I really love it, so that's why I got it. Now, this is a new item, so I definitely did not have this in my Gucci small shoulder bag, but I do have it inside of here. It is my, I think this is my mini O case or mini pouch from Chanel. I haven't took the little little piece on top of the CC's off just yet. But inside of here, this is probably from last weekend. Yeah, so I have my Summer Fridays lip balm. I have in here my KVD Beauty Bow and Arrow liquid lipstick, and then my KVD Beauty lip liner. So this was from last weekend. That's what I wore on my lips, so I had it in there still. And so far, y'all, I know this is a newer piece to my collection, which let's take the little piece off. There we go. I know this is new to my collection, but I really like this. I think this is great because my little Prada case doesn't always fit every single thing that I need. So I do like that I have this now to go ahead and put additional makeup items or whatever I need to fit in here. So this was a great purchase for me. Totally wouldn't mind having this in another color, y'all. I know it's a little obsessive, but I just feel like it's so cute. I wouldn't mind having it in like pink or something. So we'll see. Then I have this new item, which I had purchased my mom a Nordstrom gift card for Christmas, and they sent me, I basically spent so much that they sent me back a gift card. So technically I bought something this month that wasn't a necessity, but I had already prepaid for me to get the gift card back. It's like a promo gift card. So technically I didn't buy anything. So this is the Chanel cuticle oil, which I did use some of this yesterday and I do really like it. It's kind of like a gel formula, and it works really, really well. So if you are looking for kind of like an aesthetically pleasing cuticle oil to carry in your handbag, this one probably will be great for you. I think it's like $32. So if you want to get that, I think it's pretty good so far. The next thing I have in here is Advil, y'all. I always have Advil. I feel like back in the day when I used to do like handbag reviews, y'all would always see me having Advil. And again, it's because I'm just one of those people, like, girl, I might have a headache, might have a cramp. I don't know. My husband might have a headache, so I'm always going to carry some Advil. And again, that is something I typically would carry in my Gucci bag as well. Then the last item is my card holder, I think. Yeah. So that is the last item I have in here is my card holder. Of course, I have not switched out just yet. I said I was going to, but I haven't gotten around to it. But I'm still carrying my little YSL card holder. So that was everything I have in the bag. And of course, now it is just clear and empty. So again, I really do want to get the organizer, y'all. Again, that's kind of on my list to make sure I pick that up next month. As I said earlier, we're kind of just focusing on only buying necessities for the month of January. So at this point, I am not going to go ahead and get it because to me, it's not necessary at this point. But I do have travel coming up in a few months, so I definitely want to get that organizer before that. So y'all, that was what was in my bag. And of course, I have given you all my first impression / initial thoughts on this handbag. If you have any specific questions about this bag, please let me know. I can't really speak to the durability or anything like that because again, I've only carried it a few times, and I haven't carried it anywhere outside of like the grocery store, restaurants, Target, places like that. So obviously nothing's going to happen with it, you know, that quickly. So again, to me, this is a great piece, and that's really just what I wanted to share with you all. I'm loving it. Again, not the best everyday option for me, but I really, really like it, and I'm super excited to have it. And really, I just can't wait to take it on a trip with me because I just think that's when it's gonna really show out for me because I just want to be able to put extra things in here, extra makeup, maybe a pair of sandals or something like that, and I will just have a lot more room to do that now that I have this bag. So yeah, so if you have any specific questions, feel free to leave them down below. I will definitely make a follow-up to this video. It'll probably be maybe after like 6 months of me using it because to me, you really can't thoroughly review a handbag until you've used it for some time. Right now, I can't really provide you all with a ton of pros and cons, but I will say a pro is the size, but the con is also the size because again, it just depends on your lifestyle and where you're going. Again, I think it's going to make a great piece for what the purpose was for me, which was for travel, but for everyday, I think I'm going to kind of stick around and kind of use it in between using my Gucci bag until I find a replacement that is more suitable for every day for me. So I thank you all just so much for watching and supporting me. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.